right, Coach. U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings.
Here we go. I said it's 3. Get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Check three. Gun. Gun.
Tens the mic. Tens the ball. You can't block me.
Express.
You can't block me. Mike,
On first down, it's Newton. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he connects with Ertz. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 42.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the 2nd time they've gone to him here in this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Great.
Throwing again. Newton. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
I'm coming after you.
Great.
Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie 2nd rounder from Penn State. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. Got a man, Slayton. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10.
20.
To throw again. Newton. And he fends him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Ready? Ready? 20.
Third and long. It's Newton. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. Bridgewater on first down. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater.
Got him. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And now the throw taken in by Chark. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. The tackle made by Ken Crawley.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, we got to get this stop here,
Here's Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Fletcher Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check safety, check safety. Gun.
From the gun, here's Newton. Oh, he's got a little daylight. But he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Bridgewater. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. The Eagles on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They fake the give. Newton. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Fielded just inside the 30. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Philip Dorsett holds it in. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Bridgewater. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Pollard. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. And incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. 3rd down here.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. DJ Chark with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Newton. And now he'll tuck it and run. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. Got a man open. It's Ross. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Pollard again. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. On first down, Sanders. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Newton. Completes it to Coleman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Newton. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
20.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Newton's Super Bowl nemesis, Von Miller, in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a man open down the middle of the midfield. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles get a score closer.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch.
This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they have the right coverage, they've still...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. DJ Chark with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down is paramount. If they can get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey. Gun. Watch the ship. Say. Great.
To throw is Newton. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Room here to run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take this from 140.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He goes full extension, and he's got it.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. This quarterback now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. They'll run with Pollard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
This is the tight end Fant. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen. And you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
20. Gun.
Off play action. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Newton now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. Gun. Here we go.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Check.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
They hand off to their big tight end. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.